So, last we left off, our wonderful players had just finished a riddle in the abjuration classroom when, Rhysa has a very unique wand that she made herself. And sometimes it doesn't always do what she wants it to do. So, at the end of last session, Rhysa centered a fireball on herself, affecting the vast majority of our group here. The fireball went off. Everyone is still conscious, but fairly injured. I believe the only one unaffected was Orchid. Yes, and they're in the abjuration classroom. They've completed 2 of what seems to be 6 assignments, and they just got fireballed from a super sus wand. Proceed.
I gotta say, I do like the implication that we leveled up because we survived a fireball.
Yes, yes, they did all level up to level 5. We're doing some just double jumps so that they get to experience some fun wizard stuff throughout the game. So, yeah, they're all level 5
well, I think
now.
Yeah, Rhysa had curled over the wand, and that was me trying to not kill everybody. So I think she's just like Steve Rogers from the first Captain America movie curled over the grenade around the wand on the floor. Just smoking.
Yeah, and everybody else is a little singed. Yeah.
Do I still have eyebrows?
Roll me a d20 luck roll. Let's see if you still have eyebrows.
Oh my god.
Trying it on the new die. 14.
All right, that was above half, so you still have your eyebrows. Lucky you.
All right. That would have been a very embarrassing middle of the stream shaving moment.
Pixie's just like prestidigitationing her clothing to kind of get the soot and smoke off of it, maybe a little bit of mending. Her clothes first and foremost. This is the cheer outfit. It's important.
Of course. Of course.
Tomasz will stand up and go over to Rhysa and just kind of like tap her elbow. Hey, are you okay?
Define okay.
You're not dead, so that's good. Come on up.
All right. Oh my god.
Offer a hand, help her up.
Yeah. Pull up. Has the wand still clutched in her hand. Kind of look around like, I am so sorry. That's never happened before.
You don't want to be in the locker room and say that. All kinds of jokes for that one. But it's okay.
Do I see... Assuming that our teacher's familiar came in here with us, do I see it in the room anywhere? Or did it get caught in the fire?
Oh my god! Just annihilated the familiar.
It's over by like the front of the room where like the teacher's podium is, so it did not get caught.
Lives to see another day.
In the fire.
Of course, that one lived. Of course, that one dodged.
Okay, so it's hanging out with Mort. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Singed. But I will survive.
Do you need any healing or anything?
I mean, if anyone has any to spare, but healing isn't exactly our strong suit.
So offer the fist bump. Poof. All right. So that'll get you 12. Yeah, that's 8 plus 4. All right, that's 12.
Wait, from a fist bump?
Of healing.
Fist bump
wounds,
of healing.
Right? So let's say Sonare Velum. Right? It's the. I'm not forgetting that. I'm not remember
No,
that wrong? It's
You're right.
D8
It's a
plus,
D8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, that's an 8, so that's
Hell
12.
Yeah, let's go. All right, I think Rhysa like gives the fist bump and is like, I don't know what's going on here, and then that happens, and she's like, oh,
Snarl Venom.
you'll have to teach me that one.
Well,
How
you have to live.
is-
You have to live through a siege
everyone-
first.
Oh, maybe not then. Is everyone else all right?
Look around. We're all standing.
Yeah, you're all
Wild.
standing. Wild after a fireball on 3rd level wizards.
Is anybody else banged up?
I mean, I think we're all a little banged up from that, but
I mean, I've still got Shiner, but does anybody else feel, I don't know, say bloodied?
I mean, you guys can also take a short rest. You're not like on a time crunch other than needing to finish these tasks before the end of your day.
Have an orange slice, rub some dirt on it.
Josie's in the process of wiping the soot off of her white regulation cheer sneakers.
Pixie's gonna go over and like kind of help clean you up with prestidigitation.
Thanks. Also, you know those heels aren't part of the code, right?
Do I care?
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
All right.
Be
So-
a rest before we move on to the next room.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think that's a good idea.
Probably for the best, just in case it's another fight. I really hope it's not another fight.
I think it might be
as well.
fun.
I'll spend one more die, short rest die. I had done 2 before we left. I'll do 1 more.
All right, yeah,
Because we
you
got
guys
some.
can go ahead and take a short
Yeah.
rest and do any of your short rest benefits that you would like to do.
Not as much as I'd like, but all right.
It's what it is. The dice give and the dice take away. All right, yeah. So you guys finish a short rest. You know, drinking some water, trying to heal away some of those burns from your wonderful fireball, and yeah, you have 4 more apparent tasks to accomplish. The room closest to you would be the evocation room. It's right across the way. You guys are currently down here. Let me swap over my little clicker. You're currently down here in the abjuration classroom. And you want to go, oh, that's the evocation. You would also know that this is divination over here. And then you have, I believe you guys had enchantment, which is this classroom up here, and transmutation, which is this classroom over here. Or
Did
4
the crystal
classrooms
go
on
out in the
left.
door like it did before when we were in the other room
You can go look.
after we activated? I'm gonna go look.
Alrighty, go ahead and take a peek. Yes, the crystal did go out, just like it did in the other room.
Beautiful. I'm feeling particularly strong. Can I try to snatch this one too?
Go for it. Give me a strength check, or athletics check.
Let's see. That's an 11.
Yeah, you managed to pop it right out.
Yes. I'm gonna put that right into my purse.
Love it. Yeah, so you pull out the abjuration gem, the now darkened abjuration gem. But it's up to you where you guys wish to head to next?
I don't think we're on the main map. I'm
Did
still
I
seeing
not
the
drag
old.
you over to the... I thought I dragged you guys
I still see
over.
the old map, but
Oh,
I
it
see the
didn't
other
take it. It didn't take it. Here you guys go. You should be there now.
one.
Oh,
There we are.
perfect. Can you point out again? Sorry, we didn't.
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
get to see
the,
which ones were.
That's Evocation, Divination, Transmutation, and Enchantment.
So the enchantment one looks closest, I believe, with the green rug.
I think
the
evocations across the
yeah.
hall.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I feel like if any of them are going to be a fight, it's going to be that one.
Yeah, Evocation
think
is the
you're right.
closest one to where you're at now, currently.
Oh. Then, all right.
Let's just get it over with.
Let's.
Or
I mean, we're gonna have to go through it anyways.
might
Yeah.
as well do it now when we've like kind of healed.
That
use
makes
that,
sense.
Use
to
that
me.
arcane recovery. Get those spell slots back.
I did.
I did too. That's why I asked about it when we started.
Yes, Siri Bob, I'm being nice and letting you get to cast all of your wonderful spells. Because I'm a nice person.
I don't like the way you said that.
Something that everybody will notice as we file out is that Orchid, their like fur is thicker now than when we first came in. And I took tough as my feet, so
Nice.
I'm
Hey.
a little beefier after that awful fight where I almost didn't make it out.
Nice.
I think that's totally fair.
Orchid,
That
if you
is
wanted to join the cheer squad, you'd be an excellent back spot.
Oh wow, how would I take pictures though?
I mean, once we're up in the pyramid, you just gotta make sure no one falls down. Take pictures.
True. I'll think about it. I'll think about
All
it.
right.
Logistics.
Yeah, so you guys
Alright.
gonna head over to the Evocation room?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Gritted teeth. Yeah.
Alrighty. So yes, you can head on over to the Evocation room. Just like all the other rooms that you've come up to, you can see that the door is closed in front of you.
Who has our evocation crystal?
I think that was me. So I'm just going to put the crystal in.
Alright, go for it.
Yeah.
You put it in, the
I
same-
shoved the crystal in.
The same thing happens that's happened every time. It glows up. The door glows before fading, and there's a... And the door opens like half an inch.
Cool. Are we ready?
Ready to go.
Love her, bee.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. And she's going to very slowly creak the door open.
Okay, I'm trying to reset this up because the map froze, so I'm trying to reset it up for the audience, but I will get you guys over there real quick. I just have to
We could just
reload.
Walk through the door and it's another
everything.
fireball.
Just from the back of the room. Whoom.
Just
Just
another
screw
fireball.
you.
Yeah, you push open the door and you see the normal room ahead of you. And I'm trying to get it to load, and it's being very, very, very slow.
Oh, are we all taking bets that this is going to be a fight?
I kind of have that feeling, yeah.
I'm interested to see what the fight is going to entail.
Maybe we have
Oh
to
my goodness.
fight the room.
Oh my god.
The room itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Love it. Oh my goodness. My computer is just hating me right now, which is super great.
And then you said resilient?
Yeah.
I went with lucky.
Lucky? I think that's a good one.
Ooh.
It's a really good one.
Some extra spells.
I did too.
A lady never tells.
Oh.
Live it.
Okay.
Live
I
that
like a big
life.
surprise.
Okay, I'm bringing you guys over to the evocation classroom so you guys can start positioning yourselves as I try to get this back on screen as my computer decides that streaming is the best time to have a meltdown. So,
We
yeah.
got 3 sessions with minimal issues.
Yeah, it just does not want to cooperate. So, you guys should see the screen, and feel free to place yourselves around the entrance in that first classroom area while I try to get this to work. Okay, go for it. Okay, it's just like not letting me do any more window captures, which is great. So I guess our audience, I'm so sorry you will not be able to see the map. And I'm very upset about it. I don't know why this is all happening right now, today of all days, when everything was working fine earlier. But yeah, it's just not liking me. I will keep attempting to do it, but I'm just gonna try and get the story moving along instead, because that feels a little more necessary at this point. So yeah, very sorry about that. I'm super frustrated. This is just not how I wanted it to go. But yeah, so you open the door creaks open. I'm guessing, Tomasz, you just step right into the room? Okay, yeah, nothing happens initially. It's all fine. It's all good, and yeah, it's just a leftover book looking through, talking about different kinds of elemental spells and things like that. Basically kind of the stuff that you guys were last being taught about. So yeah. Josie, have you entered the room yet? Has everybody entered the room, or is somebody staying out? Has everybody filed in? Okay. Just like all the other times, the last time that somebody enters the room, the door slams closed. But unlike when you're in the abjuration room, you don't feel any magical shield raise up or anything. The door just slams closed. But nothing else in the room seems to change, at least in this front room that you notice. For sure. So, in that room, there is the normal, like, target. It's a target area room. It's for practicing your offensive spells. And at the other end of the room, there are some, like, little dummies that are used for your target practice. They're just kind of vaguely human-shaped dummies that have like the top half and the head with no features, but then the bottom half is just like a little like wheelbase thing, and there's 4 of them just lined up at the other end of this target practice area. You can give me an Arcana check. You would have noticed that there's some magic coming from the other room, but nothing that's like pulling you towards it. But that seems to be the only like sense of magic that you have is coming from the other room. All right, go ahead. See if I can get this up. Yeah, so, has everybody moved into this chamber? Who's the last person to move into this chamber? Okay, so as you move into this like range room chamber, as the last person steps through, you guys all hear this like like magic activating. You didn't see anything, but you felt and heard some sort of magic activate. Give me a perception check. Yeah, they both you both hear that it came from the doorway, from the little entry archway. Sorry, I heard Rhysa's question, but somebody else said something. Did somebody else say something? I heard Rhysa's question, but I felt like somebody else was talking also. Okay. You wanted to see if you noticed anything else, Rhysa? Lauren? Give me a perception check. I mean, everything looks like it does on a normal class day in this classroom. Like when you would come here to do magic practice and targeting practice, it all kind of looks exactly the way that it would on a normal day. Oh, that's just like different focuses and things. It's like a place for you to put your focuses and components and things like that. There's not really anything there right now. No, it's the little humanoid things that I described. The like hat, like metal torso, blank face that go down to like a wheelbase. Yes. Yeah, it's about 70 feet from the side of the stuff that you're on right now. It's about 60 feet if you're on the other side. Which dummy do you cast it at? The one on the right, like the rightmost one? Okay. You reach out and you shoot your blast of magic, and it clangs into the target. But nothing happens. It doesn't seem to damage the target at all. It doesn't seem to... Yeah, normally you would expect damage to happen from an Eldritch Blast, but nothing seemed to affect that target. However, half a second later... Can you roll me an attack roll for your Eldritch Blast? Does that hit your AC? So it clangs into the target, and then you almost breathe a sigh of relief or like confusion because it takes like that half a second for anything else to happen, and the Eldritch Blast swoops back towards you. I'm gonna need you to roll damage on yourself. So you take that much damage from the reflecting Eldritch Blast. So there's not any symbols on the dummies, but you'll remember in the classroom that there were symbols for elemental magic. Not on the dummies, no, not in here. Yeah, the evocation like classroom portion. You're in the shooting range portion. So the classroom right next door had a bunch of like elemental magic symbols. I'll get a round of intelligence checks from everyone. Okay, well, if you got above a 15, you would realize that when most recently in Evocation magic-based classes, you guys have been discussing elemental magic and elemental magic types, which includes things like thunder and lightning and fire, and that maybe you need to do something with those magic types versus force or necrotic or radiant, things that don't fall under your elemental magics. Go for it. All right, roll to hit. Yeah, so you throw your shard of ice at the target, and it like shatters against the target, but where you would expect like the pieces of ice to like fall, it kind of all just kind of gets sucked into the target, and the target's like, it doesn't have eyes, but where eyes, like its face is, it starts glowing a blue color. All right, roll the hit. A 25 hits, and just like with Ice Knife, the fire like swarms around the target before being sucked into it, and its eyes start pulsing orange red. Well, its face, not its eyes, but yeah. Yeah, so you throw out a chromatic orb at it, and that, like, acid splashes over the target, and instead of, like, seeing, like, the sizzling of metal, it just kind of sinks into the metal of the target, and its eyes are glowing a bright green, or its face is glowing a bright green. Yes. Alright, yeah, so you send a streak of lightning. Give me an attack roll. That hits, and just like with the previous attacks, it shoots in. And where normally, like on metal, it would crackle for a little bit, it just kind of sinks into the target. And its eyes start glowing purple. And it's at this moment that the armors seem to come to life. And they all, in tandem, take a step towards you. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative. Poor favor. But we're actually gonna take our break a little bit early so I can set this up and try to do some quick tech stuff, so hopefully our audience can see the beautiful map. So while I will be exiting out and it will say we are offline, we're actually just on a break, so please just let everybody know we're just on a break because I have to shut down OBS and restart it, so hopefully it will continue to work. So I'm very, very sorry, but I will be back. Okay. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in a few. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone back. Hopefully all of our technical issues have been sorted and everything is good to go for the rest of the game. We hope, but thank you for sticking with me and thank you for sticking with my players. I am Carly. I am your dungeon master for this session. I am also a handmade dice maker, so please go check out my Etsy shop. We are doing a dice giveaway. The hashtag evocation. Enter the hashtag evocation to be entered to win. If you previously entered in the first half, just enter again just in case because of all the technical issues and having to restart the stream. That would be great. And we'll have that running for the session. And as always, there is a little tip jar if you have extra money to give to this channel and to keeping this channel running and paying for art and giving our players little goodies. That would be great. Things like pluses to rolls, re-rolls, healing potions, wild magic surges, all possible with donations. We'll do a quick little loop around the room just to get everyone back up before we get started in this combat. So, are you ready this time, Wraith? You're up first again.
Never ready. Yeah, I'm Wraith. I'm playing Pixie. I've got my pink dice ready, and I'm on the other side of the table, so hopefully I don't die. Not guaranteed, though.
All right, that'll bring us to Lauren, who also did all of the wonderful art for our characters here that you see on the screen. You should go check her out. She's amazing, but she's also here playing, so watch her and hear what she has to say.
Yes, hello, I'm Lauren. I am playing Rhysa Starcarver, the Order of Scribes wizard with a penchant for blowing up her friends. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but hey, who knows? It's wild magic, baby.
Wild magic, baby. On top of any wild magic surges that anybody feels like donating money for. That can always happen.
Just double down.
Double down on the wild magic. We're here for it. Which will bring us down to Ben.
Alright. Hi, my name is Ben. I use he, him pronouns, just like my character Tomasz, the War Mage. And I foolishly chose to make the up-close and personal wizard who forgot that wizards are chewy all the way through and not at all crunchy. So here's to up close and personal in combat.
Awesome. And that will bring us over to Shanice.
I'm Shanice. My pronouns are she, her, just like my character, Josie, Josette, Ashcroft. Can't even say my character's name. And yeah, I am excited to continue on.
Wonderful. Which will bring us down to Dusty.
Hello, I am Dusty. My pronouns are they, she, and I am playing Rory, whose pronouns are she, her. Aurora Rory Cognet, who is a runecraft wizard and is very excited to show off her new spells because I'm excited to show off her new spells.
Yes, love it. We love new spells. Wizards love new spells. They're all about new spells, so we're here for it. Which will bring us down to Jaqulin.
Hi, I'm Jaqulin. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Orchid Thumperton, who is a conjuration wizard and can't hit these things from this distance. I think not many spells to do that with, so we'll see how this goes.
Beautiful. So yes, that's our wonderful group of characters. We're about to enter combat. We're gonna have everybody roll for initiative. If you would like to do that for me, please, I would vastly appreciate that. But last note is, yes. Giveaway. Giveaway is for a single D20, but if I reach 50 followers by the end of this session, it will be for an entire set. So tell your friends, have people come over, follow, and maybe you'll win a whole set instead of just a single D20. That'd be great. But yes, let's have everybody roll for initiative, including me. I'm rolling things. It's good. Alrighty. Pixie.
Teen.
What was that? It was something teen.
18.
18. Nice. Rory.
19.
Rhysa? Sorry.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Tomasz.
11s.
11s. Josie.
17.
Ooh, baby. Lots of high ones. And Orchid.
I used a +3 to get to 11.
We got double 11s. Nice. You guys can decide between the two of you who wants to go first, or you can just do it based off of your dex. That is up to you.
My dex is +3.
Right, so I'm Taylor and Charlie.
Okay.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Alrighty, so yes, we ended off before break at this row of magical target constructs having been activated by cold, fire, acid, and lightning damage, and they all simultaneously took a step forward, closer to all of you. And that will bring us to Rhysa. Do it. I think everything is frozen again. That's great. Except for me. But continue, please. I will figure it out. Okay, is a deck save? I think they fail with the 7. Love it. I'm living that life. Can anybody tell me if it's frozen in the stream? Because it's frozen on OBS again. Super. I will try to figure that out. I don't know. But yes. Yeah. It singes it with the fireball, the flaming sphere. If I can't fix this, then we might just come back and do this another week because this is just stressing me out a lot. But yes, it is frozen. Thank you for the update. Yes, that will bring us to Rory, though. You can go ahead and do your stuff as I try to figure this out. All right. Yeah. Alrighty, I will get that in just a second. Intelligence saving throw, they fail. What kind of damage is it? Alrighty. Thirteen. 7 plus 6 is 13. It's all good. So, while the spell seems to take effect, it does not seem to damage the constructs at all. So while you get the impression that the effects will stay, it does not take any of the psychic damage. Yes, and that was the one right in front of you, right? The one that got slammed with the flaming sphere? Correct? Okay, so that will bring us to Pixie. Which one is she targeting? Go for it.
These are so hard to read in this lighting. 21.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. I believe it's part piercing, correct? So make sure you split that out for me.
So instead of hitting, because it's initially piercing, so I think what she's gonna do is aim between that one and the one next to it to try to hit them with like the ice.
All right, yeah, you can go ahead and try and hit both of them with just the explosive shard damage. That's a dex save for both of them, right? For that extra damage?
Yeah, that's a dex 15.
Okay, well, they both succeed, so they'll take half of it.
So that's 14, so 7 to each of them.
7 damage to each of them. Super. They do seem to take all of the damage that you expect them to take. And that will bring us to our first of the constructs. The one that got slammed by the flaming sphere will move forward away from the flaming sphere. It's going to reach its hand, well, arm, it's not really a hand, it's like an articulated arm out towards Rhysa. And does a... It's not very high, but you guys are wizards, so... does a 12 hit.
No, because I have mage armor up.
Beautiful! Then you have no idea what would happen. As just a
terrifying.
sphere of magic moves out towards you, but reaches that like second layer of magical skin that you have and just dissipates. And that will bring us to Josie.
Alright, so Josie's feeling a little impulsive, and I'm gonna take my movement. So let's see.
We love impulsive.
We're gonna move. Well, hold on. We're gonna go 30 feet this way. I think that was here. And then, as a bonus action, I am going to face step. Actually, before I do that, this guy here. If I go. Actually, never mind. I answered my own question. I am going to use face step, and I am going to move myself 30 more feet so that I am. Let's see. Lovely. I'm going to move 30 feet so that I am right in with these guys against my better judgment. And I am going to cast Lightning Bolt at the two that are in a line with each other.
Yes.
Alrighty, go for it. That is, what's your saving throw DC?
14.
It's a dex save, correct?
Yep.
Okay, the one furthest from you fails, but the one closest to you succeeds, so they'll take half damage.
Alright, so that's 8d6. I'm bad at math, so I'm making the computer roll it. That is 26 to the person that takes full, and half of 26 to the other friend.
Alrighty, the one that took the full damage is looking really rough. Not in a great state.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty, good turn. Love to see it. That will bring us to the one of the other little guys, one of my other constructs. The one right next to Josie is going to reach out and place a hand on you and cast. Does a 15 hit? Josie.
Silvery barbs.
A
Okay. Higher. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
You can feel free to give that advantage to someone else. Yeah, so it reaches out and it puts its hand on you, and you immediately start feeling like acid burns spreading across your shoulder as you take 8 points of acid damage.
Ow.
And that is that's turn. So that will...
And I'm going to give my advantage to Orchid.
Beautiful. Bring us to Orchid. So I
Oh, man.
to try and do this fast.
I don't really know what to do. So they're gonna jump over this thing and move their full 30, which that looks like 30. I think I'm just gonna... Wait, what's the radio? That's 5. I think I'm just gonna ice knife the one in front of Josie.
All right, go for it.
Do I have
Roll your-
advantage?
Yes, you do.
That's an 18.
Hits.
Oh, excellent. Okay. And I'm just gonna do it at first level. So it's 1d10. 4 cold? No, piercing.
4 piercing, okay, and then it does
Okay.
a dex save for the cold damage, right?
Right. Oh, right. Yep.
Which I believe it will succeed with a 17.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so it'll take half the cold damage, and it seems to take half of the piercing damage.
Good to know. Okay, so it'll be, I rolled a 10 total, and so it'll be 5 cold damage on the half.
Alrighty.
And I'll be like, piercing, not a good idea. Use something else. And that'll be their turn.
And that will bring us over to Tomasz.
Okay. Tomasz will hop over the range. It's no big deal to move over that, right? It doesn't change our movement rate at all.
Nope, it's pretty easy. In fact, you don't even have to hop over it. It's like one of those things like at a bar where you can just lift it up and pass through also. I mean, you can hop over it too. It's not very high.
Rhysa's standing on it, so.
Excellent. All right, so he'll leap over that way, brandishing his staff. I want to hold to try and see if I can get them to cluster together a little bit more, but he'll shout over, "Hey, you bucket of bolts! Your maker was a junkyard dog! Like, you know, come get me!" And kind of try and draw the three's attention away from from Orchid and from Josie and see if I can get them to pay attention to me and try and draw them in. And
give me a performance check.
Okay. If I can, what I want ready to do is if they cluster together closer is to let loose a spell that requires a 10-foot radius. So I'm trying to get them to draw into me.
Okay.
So let me roll that quick. Performance. 11, 13. I will use one of my armadillos to make that a 16.
Awesome. Brilliant. You're not sure yet if it worked or not, but you have attempted to bring them towards you.
And if I can get all three of them in a 10-foot radius, then I want to let loose my spell, if that's okay.
Yep. I understand. Sorry if I seem a little distracted. I am
not at all
trying to figure out this situation that is just this technical situation that is just it doesn't like me at all right now, and I don't understand why. It just hates me, and it's fine. But that will bring us to the other two mages' turns. So these two do start moving towards you. So I don't know that they're gonna get in a 10-foot radius, but they move here and here. And they're both going to reach their hands out and attack you.
Okay. That would look like the two of them at least are close enough to be within 10-foot rate. Like it's a 10-foot radius.
Two of them are, yes, but I thought you said 3.
If the third one isn't going to respond at all, or doesn't.
Well,
look
it's
like
not their
gonna
turn.
respond.
It's not their turn.
Oh,
so you
okay.
don't know.
Then I'll hold. Okay.
Yeah, you don't know because it's not their turn. They went earlier in the round.
Understood.
But one misses, and the other one will probably hit. I think an 18 hits.
I will try and use my lucky feat because why not if I have it?
Okay, I will re-roll it. Does a 17 hit?
It does. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it does.
So it is the one that got struck by lightning, and it shoots a beam of light at you, and as it hits you, you feel zzz, kind of similar to the effect of Shocking Grasp, and it deals 3 points of lightning damage, and you cannot take reactions, which means that you will lose your held spell.
I won't be able to cast it.
Yeah. You'll lose it, because the way holding spells work is if you hold an action and you hold a spell, if you don't end up letting it off, you still lose the spell slot. You got hit with something that doesn't allow you to use reactions, and you use your reaction to hold an action.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you lose the spell in the spell slot.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Kind of wish the other one had hit, but that's how it goes sometimes. But that is the end of their turns, and that brings us back to the top to Rhysa as I try to figure out where Pixie went.
Sweet. First go, gonna bring the flaming sphere as my bonus action and ram it into the guy that is technically closest to me. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
13.
That fails, so he takes 2d6 fire damage. Wow, I'm rolling terribly. That is 4 points of fire damage.
Alrighty.
But then action, I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at the guy next to him.
Next to him?
That's gonna... Oop, I did not mean to roll that. Ignore that in the D&D Beyond chat. Clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do lightning damage at, this guy.
Alright. Roll to hit.
What is my... There it is. Nice. That is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, I said a hit. Sorry. Did you not hear me?
Oh, I did not. Alright, let's roll some damage. 3d8.
Okay, I think everything is working again now, hopefully.
Nice. Alright.
That
is...
Sorry. Go ahead. I was
You're
just me
okay.
having a micro meltdown because I'm trying to DM and trying to do technical stuff at the same time, and it's not working. But
You're doing
yes.
awesome. 16 points of lightning damage to the second one from the Chromatic Orb.
Alrighty. Yeah, he will take all of that, and he is also looking quite hurt. You can see lots of like singe marks and across the body where all the little tiny bolts like jabbed into it. Anything else you would like to do, Rhysa?
Nope. My range is still good from where I am standing on this table, so I'm gonna stay right there.
Alrighty, so that will bring us to Rory. This is your turn.
Okay, so Rory is going to stay where she is, but she's also going to go ahead and cast a Chromatic Orb at the one directly in front of her.
Alrighty, go for it.
So she's going to do it at a... Let's see, what do I want to do it at a second level? Do it at a second level.
Okay.
And it's going to be... fire damage. We'll go with fire damage.
Alrighty, go for it.
So, let's see. Okay. Does a 24 hit?
Yes, a 24 hits.
Sweet. Okay, so that's gonna be 3d8. How do I make it roll for me?
You should just be able to click the
just
part
click.
where it says 3d8 and it'll roll the dice. Should be clickable. When it's like
Sweet.
next to the spell. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 12 points of damage.
Awesome. It takes all of it. But it's still looking okay. That one is.
That's all I got.
Alrighty, that'll bring us over to Pixie, who's also now moving. The last one unfrozen.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
With Ice Knife, would you rule that if it was a nat 20, that the ice effect would also be doubled?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because I have a nat 20 from my portent.
Nice. Yes.
So I would like to use that. I would like to aim it once again between. I'm gonna go between these two guys because I think the first and second are a little too far away. So I'm gonna aim it right for there.
All right, like the right here, right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I want to catch these guys in the blast.
Go for it. So go ahead and roll your dice and then just double it, and I will roll the dex saves for them.
That's 28 ice damage.
Okay, well, rolled a natural 20 and a natural 17, so I'm pretty sure they both succeed. So they take 14 points each, but that means that this one over here just freezes over with ice shards and is just frozen in place and seems to be out of the fight. Yeah, so well done on that. Anything else you would like to do?
Gonna move backwards just a little bit. Maybe hop onto the table as well because I don't want to be close to these guys, and Tomasz called their attention over this way and I don't want to be near that.
Valid. So that will bring us to the first one who is going to, let me roll something really quick. Start moving this direction, but it looks as if they're moving towards Pixie, not towards Tomasz. But you do get that sense, so if you want, I mean, you already lost your spell, so that unfortunately does not go off. But they start moving that way, and they look at Pixie, and they look over at the other people on the side, and you see them hold out their hand, or arm, or articulated arm, and a small, like, bead of light appears and starts shooting out towards the group of people gathered back here. Yeah. Trying to remember.
Are you talking like me and Rory? Group of people?
Coming towards like all the people in the back there.
Oh, yikes.
It looks like it's aimed for like in between you guys. So you get the idea that it'll probably affect all of you. If that doesn't give you an idea. So, I'm gonna need dexterity saving throws from everybody.
Hey, this is
from
what I took
everybody
that
in
for.
there.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Is this an instance where silvery barbs would do anything? I've never done the spell before.
No, it's not an attack roll.
Okay.
It's a saving based
Okay.
throw. So
Alright,
yeah, it's when somebody succeeds on something, you can make them re-roll. Whether it's an attack roll, a ability check, saving throw, you can have them re-roll. But
Oh, it's a nat 20. Cool.
Nice.
okay, nat 20 for Rory. Rhysa, what did Rhysa get?
22.
Okay, and Pixie.
17.
Okay, that means you all take half damage. So.
A lot of dice.
So all of you take 11 points of fire damage.
Whew.
And that is his turn as a fireball is released
There
on
it
top
is.
of all of you. A little bead of
Yeah.
light comes out of his hand, kind of floats across the room before just it's amazing how calm this fireball was, because it just goes and then it just and then just disappears. And you're all left with burn marks as memories.
Yeah,
But
love it.
that is his turn, which will bring us to Josie.
All right, so I am going to stay exactly where I am because I do not want an opportunity attack. And let's see, can I tell which of the remaining ones, other than the one that's directly next to me, is most injured?
Give me a perception check.
It's
Or
out, right?
insight.
Which one is
Or
that?
insight.
Insight.
There's one that's
Uh,
out, right? Which one is that on the map?
This one, right? This one.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to use my inspiration to roll that again.
Alrighty.
And that is much better. That is a 22.
Okay, so with that, you would know that the one that's furthest from you, the one that's over near the wall over here, is the one that has the least amount of health, or seems to be the worst off.
Beautiful. I am going to shoot a firebolt in their direction.
Roll an attack roll.
Let's see. That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. Nine damage.
Okay. And that one, as your firebolt kind of wings by the one that's frozen, like wings behind the frozen one, it strikes straight into the chest of that one on the side, and it just burns this teeny tiny little hole in its chest, and it just and it goes dark.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Josie?
That is my turn.
All right, so that will bring us to the one that's next to Josie. Now, the one that's next to Josie is going to circle around Josie to here.
Ooh, do I get an opportunity attack?
No, it's still in your melee. And it's going to line up Orchid and Josie in a line. Which I can pull that out if I can find it. If I can find my lines. Where are my lines? Do I have my lines? Red. I have circle, cone. Oh, wall. It's called a wall. 5 foot. Yeah, I need this one. If I can get the where's my little circle adjuster. There you are. I need to adjust the direction. That comes from Yoto off of him. Hits the two of you as he releases a wave of acidic liquid towards the two of you. I need dexterity saving throws.
That's
21 for me and a 2 for my familiar.
Yeah, your familiar's gonna be gone. Sorry.
Yeah. Well.
And Josie, how
And
did
that's
Josie
gonna be a 5. A strong 5. A really, really strong 5.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's such a strong 5. Actually, I'm gonna use one of my +3s. That's gonna be a strong 8.
Okay. That will be 36 points of acid damage to Josie,
I'm down.
which
No.
will be 18 points of acid damage to Orchid.
I
I
am
rolled
down, so
really high on the damage. Like, really, really high on the damage. I rolled 4 of the 6 dice were max damage, so it was a lot. It was a lot.
Yikes.
So is just
Yeah,
Josie
you
down,
just see
or is
Josie
Orchid
collapse.
down also?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
one tough bunny.
Yeah, we're fluffier now, so we have a little
Hey.
fur to like
Yeah.
take the acid, but
Oh my god.
Lightly
But you
smoking.
are, the both of you are still covered. Well, Orchid is not. Orchid does not have acid on her, but Josie still has acid lingering on her because she failed the saving throw. But that will bring us to, Orchid.
well, I was gonna save this spell, but now I'm not going to. So I'm gonna run up to Josie, and wait, let me double check that I can do this, because I don't want to look like an asshole. Would we consider Josie an object?
What are you trying to do? Explain to me what you want to do, and I can tell you
I-
whether it's possible or not.
Right. I think this is a rule of cool. I want to thunderstep away, and it can only be one willing creature. And so, but it also can be an object.
So are you trying to thunder step away with Josie, or are you trying to
Yeah.
thunder step away? Yeah, you can thunder step
Yeah.
away with Josie. I mean,
Okay,
she's
okay.
willing because she's unconscious.
She's not unwilling.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So I'm
Also,
gonna run
Josie, I guess you are unconscious, so we should ask. Josie, are you willing to be teleported away from this situation?
Yes, I am very much consenting to be teleported away from this thing
There we
trying to kill
go.
me.
See, this is a case of where you still have a semblance of what's going on, and you're like, yes, please save me.
So, if I wanted to get the acid off of her body, I have to use a full action to do that, correct?
Correct. Somebody has
Okay.
to do a full action.
So then I am going to use 2 sorcery points to quicken that spell,
Beautiful.
and I'm going to thunderstep. What's the distance?
It's like 90 feet, I think.
Yeah. Says range area 90 feet. Does that mean that that's
Yeah.
how far I can go?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And oh god, with that fireball.
By Just remember
behind
there's only
Tomasz.
2 left right now.
Right. I'm gonna go behind Tomasz because he has healing.
Right. And is it
I
a
can't
con
move.
save or a dex save for the damage to the person next to you?
It's a Constitution saving throw, and I have a DC of 16.
Pretty sure they fail. Let me get average and gander. Yeah, they fail. So they'll take the full damage from your thunder step.
Okay, and then I can't move Josie, so if
Yeah, Josie, you can
move
just park
her.
yourself over next to Orchid, where Orchid went, behind
Yeah.
Tomasz.
Beautiful.
wow, that is almost full. That's 25 thunder.
Well, this guy went from looking good to looking bad.
Nice.
And I'm then gonna use my action to remove the acid off of her body so she doesn't
I should
more
move here.
damage.
You need to be right next to Orchid. Because she grabbed you and teleported with you. Josie.
Yep, I just moved them.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Here. Or on this side. Probably on that side.
And that is everything that I've got at my disposal.
Well, it was a wonderful turn. It was a fantastic turn. But that will bring us to Tomasz.
Okay, so which 2? You said only 2 of the constructs are up here functional?
Yeah, let me delete these other ones that are there you go. Those are your 2 functional ones.
All right. Well, then I'm.
And they're both
Definitely not
looking
going-
quite hurt.
Okay. Quite hurt. Okay. Well, that entangle wasn't going to work. I was trying to draw them in and then bind them up so we could lob things at them, but that doesn't appear like it's going to work. So I am instead going to call back with my Ring of the Ram and throw 2 charges at the nearest statue or nearest construct then,
Okay.
which will be an attack for what is it? Is it an extra each charge? Okay, so +7 to hit on this attack, which is a 21 to hit.
Hits. That hits.
Okay, and that will be 4d10 force damage, which hopefully affects him. Which is 12, 20, and that is a 22 points of force damage.
Okay. So you would know, based on the Eldritch Blast, that force damage did not seem to affect them earlier. So I'm going to have you give me a charisma check to see if you can exert your force of will to
Okay.
cause some of this force damage to break its way through, even though it seems to be immune to it.
Okay. It's only gonna be a 10, so for snot.
Unfortunately,
I was
that is-
hoping for force of gravity. It's awful elemental.
Unfortunately, in technical magical terms, and we know wizards are all about technicalities, force is not an elemental damage type. So you reach out and you feel like it should strike true, but it just seems to dissipate with a ear-splitting gong against the creature. The creature who is now staring at you.
Okay.
And that will bring us to the top of the round with Rhysa.
Go. Alright. Lightning sphere to the face for this guy. So I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's cocked. That's a failure.
Nice. Maybe we'll actually roll decent damage. Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Damage.
That is 8 points of fire damage from the flaming sphere.
How does your flaming sphere light up this construct?
Nice. I think it's almost like Rhysa's multitasking, so she's been like casting other spells with the wand, and then it's just her other hand is like directing the flaming sphere around. And so it's almost like she's only half paying attention, and she just like flicks it, and the flaming sphere just like when you skip a pool ball, just right up into the construct's face.
You go, boom, boom, and its face is just engulfed and just becomes a black spot as it too powers down in place.
Amazing. That was bonus action. I'm just gonna firebolt the last guy.
Go for it. Roll the hit. Bless you.
Alrighty. That's not the right spell. Where is it? Too many spells. There we go.
Too many spells.
Oof. Let's add a +3 to that, which makes it a 16.
16 hits.
Yeah. Alright, 2d10. Nice. That is 17 points of fire damage.
How do you finish off this final construct? You just engulfed a head in flames, but now you have one last construct staring you down. The one that just fireballed you and your friends. How do you take your revenge?
Amazing. I think, yeah, smoking probably hasn't stopped smoking since, like, the first original fireball 20 minutes ago. Rhysa's like, screw you.
So Rhysa's just like, screw you, and she does a little flick, and it almost surprises her how much fire comes out of her hand as she flicks her hand towards this final one, almost as if she's flipping off this construct with fire, and a giant flaming hand giving the middle finger flies straight through the construct, leaving an empty hole of a middle-fingered hand in the middle of its chest as it crashes to the ground. And you guys all hear that vroom sound that you heard when you entered the room. You hear it again as the final construct crashes to the ground.
Yeah.
Are we out of initiative?
Yes, we are indeed out of initiative.
Pixie bolts over to Josie, drops next to her, and gives her the health potion. She's got.
Wait,
her own.
I've got a...
No. She does
right.
not care.
All right.
Look, they're cheer friends. Of course, she's just
Totally. All right, I will complement that with a cure wounds as well.
Oh, I almost rolled max as well.
All right, that's only 7 this one.
I'll take it.
So 11 points of healing.
You see that Josie's normally pink hair has started to turn a little bit black on the bottom.
All right.
Everyone all right over there.
It got real dark all of a sudden. What happened? Are things still trying to kill us?
The
No,
theme
but
of the
almost
day
killed
seems to be
you.
fireball.
Lot of fire.
That might have had something to do with it. Over now though. So, just awkward thumbs up from across the room.
Rory
I
is
got a
going to
really. No, go ahead.
Rory is gonna very quickly do a cure wounds on herself. She's just gonna slap her chest.
Roll your healing. Roll the healing. All the healing.
Rolling. 5.
At least we have wizards with healing.
Okay. 8 points of healing. That's great.
That is great.
I'll take it.
Can I inspect these constructs?
Sure. Which one are you going to first? The one that's frozen, or the one that has a middle finger hole, or the one with the hole in its head, or the one with the hole in its chest?
I'll go for the one that I took out with the flaming sphere.
Alright, so that's all the way down at the other end of the range, down here. Near where that flaming sphere was. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Cool. That's cocked. That's terrible. 9.
You fried it. Real good. In fact, you're super proud of how well you fried this construct.
You just see Rhysa like standing over with like her hands on her hips and just like kind of toes it and was like, nice.
Orchid, what were you going to say?
Oh, they were just gonna tell Josie they got a really good picture of the lightning bolt. And we're gonna
Anything for the yearbook.
I'm
glad you got it.
Show her the really great picture.
Oh, my hair looks great in that.
Yeah, I added a little bit of flair and kind of like a nice little breeze.
I appreciate it. You know
That's
how
a
to
really good
capture 'em.
photo.
Yeah.
You. I'm gonna reach a hand up to Pixie to help me up.
She absolutely reaches down, helps you up, and just immediately starts prestidigitating and mending your clothes because you got acid damage all over it, and that just won't do.
Gonna reach into my bag and pull out the iced coffee from earlier.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Little pick me up.
Chunk it.
Need it. You need it in this moment. But yes, you feel like you've successfully completed what was required of you in this room. But
Is there time to check any of the other statues?
sure. There's a couple that are right near Tomasz right now.
Okay.
I would also like to go over and look at the one that messed me up.
Okay, that's the one that that's the one that Rhysa is currently towing and smirking over. Is the one that messed you up. So you can go over there and check it out.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna give that thing a piece of my mind, and I'm gonna start digging around in there.
Okay, so I'll take an investigation check from Tomasz and from Josie.
Alright. That'll be a 17.
Yeah.
That is a 7. I'm still a little bit dizzy.
Look, I fried this thing pretty good. We're not getting much out of it.
Yeah, you move over to the one that got taken out by a little firebolt that's next to you, Tomasz, and you start looking through it. And very similar to the construct that was in the conjuration room, you find a little, like, compartment in its chest area.
Okay.
And you pop it open. And inside, you find a vial. A potion vial.
Oh.
Looks very familiar to you and many of you. And you know that they've been handed out often in evocation classes. It's a potion of greater healing.
Ooh. Useful.
Alright. Is anybody pretty badly banged up, or should we save this for later?
Oh,
I think we should probably
next.
save it.
I think we should save it.
Okay.
There's still 3 more rooms, right?
Yep.
Well, I don't think I should hold on to this because I probably shouldn't hold on to this.
I can hold on to it.
Okay. There you go.
Cool.
I'll hand it over to Rhysa and say, is anybody else banged up or need any healing? I've still got a few more of these.
Pretty good. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
do transmutation next. I feel like that's gonna be a fight.
Maybe enchantment next?
I'd be okay with that.
Do we have one statue left to check in here? Or have we checked all 4?
You have
We've
checked 2.
one, really.
You've checked
Two.
2 of the
Okay.
statues. Well, 2 people have checked one. One person has checked one of the other. There's 2 other statues in here that have not been checked.
I guess I'll check one of the other ones.
All right.
I'll go with
The
the
one
one
with the middle finger shape in its chest?
Sure.
Or the one with it
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah,
frozen?
we'll go with that
Okay.
one.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I'll go check the one I froze.
Go for it. Give me an investigation check as well.
I'm gonna add my 3 to it,
Alright.
one of my armadillos, to make it a 15.
Right. So, you search through this one, and unfortunately, you do find that the middle finger that just it scraped through its chest broke what seemed to be a potion bottle that was in its chest. Unfortunately.
I'm just gonna dip my finger in there and just take a little drop of it.
Oh.
Okay, you get 1 point of healing.
I'll take
Nice.
it.
I'm gonna use one of my armadillos. That will be a 19.
Okay, yeah, so you managed, it is defrosting. It was one of the first ones down, so it's defrosting, and you managed to get in there and like crack open, and you find a similar compartment in its chest, and you also find a potion of greater healing inside of its chest.
Probably like slightly frozen. It's kind of like a slushy.
It'll melt.
Health potion slushy.
It's like when you push a soda all the way to the back of the fridge.
It's like when you put a soda in the freezer, but only for like an hour.
Exactly.
It's real good. Yes, so you found a couple potions of healing. It's up to you guys where you guys want to go, what you guys want to do next, but it seems for the moment you've accomplished what was necessary for the evocation classroom.
Hey.
I'm gonna go check out that gem that's in the door and see if I can add it to my
Give
collection.
me an athletics check.
All right, we add a big 0 to this number. That's a 3.
Yeah, that it's in there real tight. You're like, I just swear, Nope.
Every time.
Every time.
Maybe I shouldn't start skipping those gym workouts.
I'll try and see if it pops out if I give it a try. But I don't think a 10 is going to do it.
Oh, no,
Or
10
does it?
is the DC, so you managed
All right.
to pop it right out.
You loosened it again.
I owe you one.
I'll just drop it into her hand.
Alrighty.
Ugh.
So, Josie now has 3 deactivated
Gotta
gems.
catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Has 3 of the deactivated gemstones, and you have 3 left to do. Are you guys gonna just move straight along, or are you gonna try and take another rest, or what is your plan? What is your next course of action?
How is everyone feeling?
I'm good.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Alright. Enchantment next. Hopefully that won't involve any fireballs.
We'll see.
We can hope.
Let's go.
So you guys
Yeah,
just
so-
gonna head straight to enchantment
So-
classroom next?
Yes.
Alrighty.
While they're walking, Rhysa is going to, out of her pocket, pull a small knife that she's definitely not supposed to have on school campus. And then her wand, and is kind of like trying to carve a rune into the wand, like as they're walking.
So that fits in perfectly with a donation that we had.
Oh no. Don't do this to me, Carly.
Yeah, roll me a D100, but it's for my table.
Oh, great.
We had somebody donate for a wild magic surge, and Rhysa just happened to give us the perfect moment to activate such wild magic surge.
I was just
waiting
bringing out the knife because I want to give it to the goose.
Hey, you want to give a knife to a goose? I want to give the wild magic surge to all of you.
58.
58. Let me see if I can find this. Wonderful.
The TPK one
no.
on the list.
So you're fiddling with your wand when you're like carving, and you're like, and you carve just the wrong thing, just enough. But we all know in runes that it's just the little things that can make stuff happen.
It's right opposite of fireball.
And a small bit of ash that was still on you from being fireballed drops down onto the rune, and there's a flash of white in front of everybody. But then it goes away, and you all felt magic wash over you, but you're not quite sure what happened. Nothing seems
like
to have
that.
changed.
I think Rice was just standing there frozen, like,
Did anybody else feel that?
Yeah.
Take my wand and tap my mage armor. Is it still there?
Yep, your mage armor is still there.
Okay.
can I roll an Arcana check to see what just happened, since it is my
Go
wand?
ahead.
Yeah.
Go for it. Give me an Arcana check. I'm here for it.
That is a 19.
All right. Yeah. You think it has something to do with fire, but you're not sure since there was no fireball. But it felt like fire magic.
I think you just see Rice start, like, spinning in a circle, trying to see if anything around her is on fire.
Rice, are you okay?
What were you doing?
What was that?
I'm not entirely sure. Nothing's on fire, right? I was just trying to alter some things, and, is there, like, nothing happened around that I can
Nothing's
see?
changed that you can see. Nothing's changed that any of you can see at this moment.
Well, let's hope you're not vulnerable to fire. Maybe you got lucky and you're resistant. I guess we could see what's in the enchantment room then.
I suppose.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. You guys head over to the enchantment room. No issues. But you arrive at the enchantment room, and just like all the other rooms and classrooms that you've arrived at, door is closed, locked.
I'm gonna put my enchantment gem into the door where I saw all the other people put theirs in.
So, you put the gem inside the little slot, and you feel the pulse of magic. But then, right behind that same pulse of magic and little click of the door opening, the door just catches on fire. The door is on fire.
I'm gonna scream and throw the rest of my iced coffee at the door.
The iced coffee splashes against the door. The door is still on fire.
Rhysa almost seems a little calmer now that something is on fire and there's a clear indication of what just happened.
But yeah, the door is like open half an inch, but it's on fire.
I've got frostbite as a cantrip, so I'm just gonna try to cover the door in frost to see if that like.
Okay, it goes out. It takes you a little bit, but you manage to get the fire out from the door.
I'll help with a little prestidigitation so I can
Okay.
snuff out small campfire sized thing.
Yeah, you guys managed to get the fire out pretty easily.
So maybe it was the first thing that had magic affected caught on fire.
It did the
Maybe
effect,
Let's just hope-
and then set on fire.
I mean, if that's the case, I'm really glad that happened after we did all of our healing.
Let's
Yes.
just hope that it's the last thing that catches on fire.
I
And it isn't,
think-
and everybody gets one
I don't
kind
think
of
that's
deal.
going to be the case. But one can dream. Shall we?
Let's.
So who opens the door?
I'll open the door. Rory opens the door.
Okay, as soon as you touch the door,
It catches
it's
on fire.
Ah!
So Rory flat palms on the door, kind of half expecting what's gonna happen. She goes, "Okay, so we are catching things on fire. So don't touch anything. That's flammable."
Oh my god.
Isn't everything
both-
flammable if you try hard enough?
Is the door like on fire like in
Yeah,
a way
it
that
is
we
like-
can't get close?
like all the wood, because these are
I'm
solid
frost-
wood doors, is just on fire.
I'm just frosting it again.
And
So,
it is
Rory-
visibly damaged after you've defrosted it and prestidigitized it. It is visibly damaged.
Don't worry, it'll fix itself like last time, right?
I dare someone to touch it again.
So Rory turns to you and goes, "So how long do these surges last for?"
Well,
Huh.
usually it's just it really depends. Sometimes it's an instantaneous effect, and one time I was bald for 24 hours. That was fun.
Oh.
Maybe it's a one-time thing. Rory, try touching it again.
She immediately flat palms the door.
On fire again.
Nice.
Yeah. It's either
Well,
gonna
what-
last for like a minute or an hour. Knowing our spells.
Can we just like
Just let it disintegrate.
use a long stick to push it open and just go through?
I can take a moment and complete a ritual, and then he's usually helpful. I don't think he'll mind. It's spiritual Jeeves. And so he'll, if we can pause a moment, he'll complete the unseen servant ritual.
Okay.
And yeah, so
Yeah, so your spiritual servant, your unseen servant, well, doesn't appear, but is there, and you can sense him there.
All right then, Jeeves, if you just get the door and maybe
And
press
then
that open. See.
you just you see and hear the door, and it opens up to the enchantment classroom.
He doesn't like me all the time, but he's usually okay.
Door's open. Is the door still on fire?
No, the continuous frostbite and prestidigitation have put it out, but it has been lit on fire 3 times. It is quite charred.
Nice.
So what would happen if we did just let it disintegrate? Would the magic still happen without the door being able to close?
I think
That
that'd
is
be
an
bad.
excellent question.
We could ask the moth.
I don't think the moth is going to tell us anything.
I don't think
That's
the
a
moth likes
valid
us.
point. Also a valid
I don't think
point.
it has the ability to like.
Also a valid point.
All of those are true.
All wonderful points.
Kind of curious if it's just objects. Rhysa, high five.
As
I think there's a split second of hesitation that Arisa's like, you know what? Yeah.
You high-five each other,
strategy.
and nothing happens.
All right, that answers one question. That was a
would've
good
been
high
really
five.
funny if it worked.
I don't know about funny, but a lot of screaming would be involved.
Flammable twin powers activate.
Wouldn't be the first time. Things get crazy in the Feywild.
She's right.
That's true.
This is not my first time being lit on fire. Anyway, into the room.
Into the room.
Into
Let's
the
go.
room.
Okay, so you guys move into the room. Same as always, when the last person enters, whoom, the door shuts, but it gives this little, like, creaking sound when it slams shut because of all the charred wood. It's like, and you're just like, uh-oh.
Wait, do we get to know what the effect was?
You don't know yet. I'll tell you when it's over. Once
It's
you
not over.
figured
Oh,
it
God.
out.
Okay.
Hey, it's my prerogative to tell you what the effect is. Maybe that's an after session
that's valid.
discussion. Let me swap you guys over to the enchantment classroom.
I'm going to grab water. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Go for it. The door is this space down at the bottom. Down here is the door.
Is that a chair with straps?
Uh-huh.
Lovely.
I'm not worried about what that means at all. It causes no concern.
Right?
It's enchantment. Isn't that normal? Don't y'all have straps in your classrooms too? Just me?
I don't know what I just walked
No.
into.
So,
Just gonna-
yes, so as the door
Right.
slams shut, and you hear that creaking groan, a pulse of magic releases throughout the space. And I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw. Josie, you can do yours with advantage.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use one of my armadillos for a 16.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Nice.
My inspiration to reroll that.
Nice. Do it.
Oh my god, I still have inspiration.
I used my armadillo. 19.
I resend the armadillo. I'm using my inspiration. Yeah, that's much better. That's a dirty 20.
Oh, wait a minute. You said a wisdom. So that makes it a 21.
Okay,
I'm also gonna use.
I'm gonna go around the
an
room because
armadillo.
it's a lot of numbers being thrown at me. So,
Oh, that's even better. Oh, can I
Pixie,
use that?
what did you roll on your wisdom save?
Dirty 20.
Okay, Rhysa.
Sorry, I was joking. I used both my inspiration and a +3 to eke out a 16.
Okay, Tomasz.
I got a 21.
Okay, Josie got a natural 20 for a total of what?
420.
For 20. Gotcha. Rory.
Dirty 20.
Okay, and Orchid?
7.
Okay, so with that, you feel this pulse of magic throughout the room. Pixie, Tomasz, Josie, and Rory all managed to shake off this like film that was trying to like take over their mind, like pull over their mind. Josie, you recognize this effect of somebody trying to basically dominate you and take over your will and your actions. Rhysa and Orchid, you don't feel this film. Just all of a sudden, you were surrounded by enemies.
Oh no.
You're just surrounded by enemies. Every person in here is somebody that's trying to kill you.
Since I know what this effect is, kind of, since I'm familiar with it, can I do
Give
a
me
perception check and see if
give me
anyone's
a-
looking shady?
Give me an Arcana check.
Alright. That's another natural 20.
Yeah, Orchid and Rhysa are looking at you like you're devil spawn.
Uh-oh.
Y'all okay? I'm gonna start backing away from them.
So it's entirely up to you, Rhysa and Orchid, although how you would react in this situation, finding yourselves suddenly surrounded by people that want to kill you.
And do I think Rhysa also wants to kill me?
Yes, you do.
Like it's everybody. Okay.
Everybody.
Instant thunderstep out. Instant.
Okay.
I'm in the thralls of a bunch of people.
Where
Oh
are
my
you
God.
trying to thunderstep to?
I'm going to assume I can't get out. So probably is this like a curtain right
Yeah,
here?
that's a curtain. So that is a space that's part of this room. You would know that that's a curtain.
Okay. Do I have to be able to see it? The space?
For Thunderstep, I think so.
I can see. I have to be able to see it. Okay. So then I think as far away as I can possibly put myself.
And it's a 10-foot radius, or is it 5 foot?
It is.
Next?
It's a 10-foot.
Okay, so that means I need Rhysa,
That's every.
Tomasz,
I think.
and Rory. No, that's well, everybody except for Josie.
Well, Josie. Yeah.
Everybody except for Josie needs to make a con save.
Okay.
A con save?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh boy.
It's a 9. Oh, I'm gonna use an armadillo, so 12.
18.
That is an 11 for me.
16.
Okay. If you my DC is a 16. So if you didn't get above that, then you're going to take 17 thunder damage.
Oh,
And I think half on the
Oh,
fail.
shit.
Or on the save.
Yeah, half will
Oh
be
my
8
God.
thunder damage.
Yep.
So if I
Ouch.
was exactly your DC, am I...
You save.
You save.
Yeah, you take
Yeah.
half.
Okay.
So that'll be your
Rhysa-
action. What is Rhysa doing in this moment?
Yeah, there's the panic of being surrounded by enemies and then just getting shit kicked by the thunder wave. So Rhysa is going to cast Summon Fae and bring a little protector into the space.
Okay. So as you summon your Fae, go ahead and just bring out your familiar and use that as your little Fae token.
Okay.
And everybody else, I'm gonna need everybody else to roll initiative.
Jesus.
Rhysa, you do get to make another wisdom save, though, because you took damage.
Okay. Please. Using my last +3 to make that an 18.
Not quite enough.
No! Oh my god.
And you still think you are surrounded by enemies.
Yikes, okay.
What is your hit points at right now?
4.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, so everybody else roll for initiative, and we'll see how this
I rolled a nat 20.
Nice. What's the total?
Just 20.
Okay.
I have a +0 to initiative.
Right, so what did you roll?
Another dirty 20. Couldn't have rolled those
Alright.
earlier.
And Tomasz?
11sies again.
Alright, Josie?
That is an 18.
Wonderful. Rory?
19.
And Orchid.
I'm going to use another armadillo, and I'm going to make that a 13.
Okay. Beautiful. So, that will bring us, I'm pretty sure Rhysa has the higher dex, so she actually gets to go first. You've summoned your Fae, you are surrounded by enemies.
Yep. Question, does the Fae... When is the Fae's initiative? Is it just right after me?
Yes, we'll just do it right after you.
Okay. Also, I summoned it, Fuming
Okay.
is going to be... so it's like...
It's very
you
angry.
see this... It's not a pretty Fae, because Rhysa is not from the, like, pretty fairies and flowery elves version of the Feywild. She is from the really weird part of the Feywild. And so it's just this, like, spindly creature that has, like, white skin, dark eyes, no hair, really, really long ears, and just, like, almost feline-esque features in the way that everything is just so angular and slanted. And for Rhysa's turn, she is going to... Let's actually, hold on, let me... Yeah. We're just gonna chug a healing potion.
Okay. Bonus action.
And because she thinks she is surrounded by enemies, that greater healing potion that she just got handed is going down.
Go for it. Yeah, bud?
Hold on, I need to dig out a bunch of d4s. There we go.
I can never remember how many it is.
It's 4d4 is
44.
for Gregory.
Yeah, it just goes 2, 4, 8.
Wow, that is a terrible roll. Let's see, 5, 7. That is 11 points of healing that I get from that.
All right.
And then going to, as an action, cast Toll the Dead on Tomasz, because he's right there.
Okay, wisdom save, Tomasz.
Okay. Is this... So this is the start of the round, right? It's the top of the first round?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll burn my reaction as well to add my +4
Okay.
to this, which makes it a 22. Or no, I'm sorry. It's a wisdom save, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Then I don't need to burn that, and I'll just do that, which is a 23, 18, and 5.
Pretty sure
Okay,
that
so it's good.
succeeds.
Yeah, so you don't take... You hear this, like, chiming noise, like, dissonant chimes fill the room, but then nothing happens because you succeeded, so...
Okay,
What
so are you
What are
going to
you
move?
doing?
Yeah, she's gonna attempt to back away, so it's like the chiming and then kind of step back. But it's almost like she's swapping places with the Fae, who is gonna step right.
Okay.
You still
Up
get an
into
opportunity
the
attack
area.
if you want it, Tomasz.
No?
What was that?
I was saying
Because you're-
Tomasz still gets an opportunity attack if he wants it.
Because I have my quarterstaff in hand, imagine.
Gotcha.
But no. I in fact, all he's going to say is, you know, what's going on? Are you all right?
I think you just hear, "Get away from me!" And that's when that happens, and then is it the Fae's turn to attack now?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
Who's it attacking? Rory or Tomasz?
I think Tomasz is the bigger threat still, so it's gonna roll to attack with the like jagged short sword that it has.
All right.
Let's see. What is the... Oh, spell attack modifier to hit. Okay. That's a 23 to hit.
Oof. All right. No amount of arcane deflection is going to help that.
Yeah. Okay, it's... What? Sorry, I'm coughing. Figure this out. Okay.
Roll 2d6.
1d6.
Roll 2d6. Roll 2d6. One is piercing, one is force.
Thank you. Okay. So 1d6 plus 3 plus another 3 of piercing damage.
Yep.
So that's 11 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
And then another 3 points of force damage from the Fae's short sword.
Oh, that's a pretty
Sorry.
savage. It's all right. It's a pretty savage wound. Tomasz reels back, clutching at his side as the short sword goes between the staff and his arm, you know, leaving a long furrow through his robes.
Does that end the Fae's turn?
Yes, and the Fae kind of just like, oh yeah, acting as like a guard between Rhysa and the perceived enemy.
Okay, so that brings us to Pixie.
Seeing all of this, I am going to use Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on Rhysa. So you can give me a
Okay.
strength save.
Because I'm so good at that.
Yeah, you're a wizard. Wizards.
Yeah, that's an 8.
All right. She fails. Let's see. And Pixie's more doing it for the restraining, but it is a giant hand, so it does kind of crush her a little bit. So she's gonna take 7 points of bludgeoning.
Good thing I healed.
Is it a good thing you healed? Is there anything else you would like to do, Pixie, besides thrust this earthly hand out to grab Rhysa?
Can I potentially roll like an Arcana check or something to think about how to break?
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
Rhysa gets scooped up with a giant hand and immediately starts flailing, and if that doesn't work, probably tries to bite the giant earthen hand. Valid reaction.
That is 19.
Yeah, you would recognize this as kind of a classic enchantment spell in the fact that if she takes damage, she gets to make another wisdom save to break out, or if she goes unconscious, she'll be released from.
Oh, does that mean
spell.
that I make another wisdom save since I took damage from the...
Yes, you will make another wisdom save.
And I am gonna call that out, like, if we damage them, it might help them shake it off, or knock them unconscious. But that.
Hey, natural 20.
There you go. So you, as this earthly giant hand grabs you, the film peels back, and you realize with a sudden horror.
I like to think she's flailing and she bites the hand and then is like,
You have attacked your friends. Your friends are not your enemies.
Shit.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Pixie?
Can I like tell that the magic's off of her?
Insight check.
She would stop flailing and biting when the magic came off.
It's 15.
Yeah. You notice the change.
If I can tell, I would just, because it's concentration, I would just drop the spell.
Absolutely. But that will bring us to Rory. You can give me an insight check at the top to realize or not if Rhysa's been released from the enchantment.
She's more concerned about the fact that she's almost dead right now.
Valid. Totally valid. But this is just a free insight check also.
Okay, yeah. So you said insight?
Yes.
18?
Yep, you notice that Rhysa has been broken from her enchantment.
Okay, awesome. So she is going to cast Cure Wounds on herself, and so as she smacks her chest again, you see one of the runes on her arm lights up, and she's going to use one of her runic empowerments to give her 5 temporary hit points too.
Sounds good. Sorry, my cat is doing nonsense right now.
As all cats do.
So that's maybe...
We're gonna just kick him out for a second.
Least opportune moments.
Oh, thank God, that's 8 plus.
Enchantment.
Spellcasting modifier.
Not so much. It's the worst kind of fighting.
It is. It is. But it's enchantment, and that's what it does. That's the worst part.
Okay. So we're good. And then I think she's gonna take a step back from the whole bit. Just like a singular step back. She doesn't want to be too close to everything happening right now.
Okay.
'Cause that was scary for her.
I'm guessing you don't have the Fae take their opportunity attack.
No, the Fae kind of like, I think as Rhysa came to and was like, oh shit, I'm attacking my friends. The Fae drops from being this like wrathful looking thing to like the sword disappears and it sort of shrinks a little bit. And doesn't look quite as threatening.
Okay. So that will bring us over to Josie.
All right, let's see how far I can get. Ooh, almost. I am going to move closer to Orchid, but not quite in melee with them.
Okay.
I'll go like here-ish. And I am going to cast Whispering Horror.
Okay.
However, it says that the target hears whispers of fear or doubt, but since they are enchanted to think that all of us are enemies, might kind of mean the opposite. So I'm gonna be like, we're your friends. She just hear, or they just hear in their head, like, we're your friends. We're not trying to hurt you. Like, it's gonna be okay. However, you do still take 2d6 fire, or 2d6 psychic damage. So.
There's a save associated with it, right?
That's a great play on that.
Yeah, so that's
They still have to
3
make
damage.
a save, though, right?
Oh, they have to. Yes, intelligence saving throw.
Okay. So give me an intelligence saving throw.
17. 17, sorry.
That passes it.
What's your DC?
It is 14.
All right. Where did this cantrip come from?
It was just on the list when I saw it.
It might be a homebrew thing that I was seeing a lot of homebrew spells. when
Yeah,
I was
except I
looking through
haven't. These are not my homebrew spells, so I don't know why, or ones that I have like added. So I don't know why they would show up in my content sharing because it should just be mine.
Not
It-
sure.
but-
It
either.
might be other people's homebrew, because I do remember my bird homebrew race showed up in your game once when we were making characters.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to read it to figure out how it works because I don't know this spell. So I'm trying to figure
No,
out
you're
how,
good. I
how,
think
your, how
that
this spell
damage
works
doesn't
because it's
happen.
worded really weird.
It is. I don't think they take any damage because it says that the initial
Yeah.
intelligence saving throw is a failure. So
Yeah, so I don't think it does anything because she succeeded and it's a cantrip.
that's okay.
But do you have a bonus? Was that your bonus action?
That is a bonus action. So let's see. No, I can't get any closer. So I think that is my turn.
All right, which will bring us to Orchid. Orchid, you still think you're surrounded by enemies. One has just walked closer up to you. What would you like to do?
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna acid splash Josie. I need a dex 16 saving
All
throw,
right.
please.
I would love to do nothing more. That is another natural 20.
Amazing.
So many.
These dice,
This is
man.
like, absolutely not. No more acid.
Not in my enchantment classroom. It's the one place I actually do my work.
Since I'm on like the edge of the curtain, can I like peel the curtain back and look behind it?
For sure.
Is it dark in there?
Are
there
no,
any
it's actually
torches?
pretty well lit. I mean, there's not any like fire torches. It's kind of well lit by just like the same like kind of electrical magic lighting that's been throughout this campus.
Okay. I guess the rationale is there's a lot of you and only one of me, and I need to keep distance. And so they're going to Misty Step as a bonus action. To the other side of the curtain. I'm assuming these are like cells?
Yes. You would know that these are
Okay.
usually places where prisoners and people are put that have been allocated for enchantment testing.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
In a school?
Well, no. Well, I mean, you're not gonna practice mind magic on students because that is awful. So they bring in like people that have performed crimes of some kind that volunteer to do this for reduced sentencing. They volunteer to do like get practiced on for reduced sentencing.
Oh my god.
So they're not like killers and murderers, but like thieves or people might come in and do like 2 classes of getting charmed or dominated so that they can not be in jail for 6 months.
Alright.
Okay, the blood is a little concerning, but I will take...
Hey, I did not make these maps. I did not make these maps.
Yeah,
I
and then
found
that
these
will
maps.
be Orchid. That's Orchid's turn.
All right. Solid.
Well, I guess I do have some movement. I'm just gonna run into the corner, but yeah, that'll be it.
Go for it. So they're not so much cells as just like holding areas. But that will bring us to the bottom of the round with Tomasz, and we are gonna leave off at the end of Tomasz's turn for next time because it's getting later. So it looks like we're gonna have another session, mostly because of technical issues. This session, we'll figure out. I don't think Pixie Wraith can make it next week, so we'll figure out when that will happen, and we'll get posted all over social media. But for now, final turn, Tomasz.
Okay. We'll give this a go then. I'll use my bonus action to cast Kinetic Jaunt. It gives me a bonus to my movement rate and allows me to pass through objects. That's from Strixhaven. So I can go 40 feet, 5, 10, 20, 25, 35, 40, and appear here in the hallway. In which case, if we've seen that there's some form of enchantment here, that distance is 5, 10, 20, 25. It's too far for me to use Thorn Whip, so instead, taking his staff, Tomasz will hit it hard against the stone ground here, the pavement stones, casting Dispel Magic, targeting Orchid, Senderi Frauditor!
Alright, I'm gonna
A hard
need you
clap.
to roll for it, because I'm assuming you're only casting it at a 3rd level. So I need you to
That
roll
is-
a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Yes. And I think I can use... Can I use my... Okay. Lucky does work on this if I need to. All right, here we go. Right, so I'm using Lucky.
Okay.
And that is a 17 plus 4, and I have an armadillo left. It's 24.
Yes. Orchid, You see an enemy charging after you, rushing through the curtain. They slam their staff on the ground, and all of a sudden, the film peels back. And it's just Tomasz. It's Tomasz in front of you. And all of the memories of these enemies attacking you flood back. It wasn't enemies. It was your friends. And on that note, we're going to cut it off there for next time. Thank you for joining me. I'm Carly. I run this channel and I run Armadillo Dice, a resin handmade dice making company. Thank you for joining us in this chaos, and I'm so sorry about all the technical issues. I will have to do some research and figure out what went wrong and how I can fix them for next time. In the meantime, we're gonna go around the circle, but first, this is the last chance for your dice giveaway. Hashtag Evocation. When it comes around to me again, I will be naming a winner. Hashtag Evocation for dice giveaway. With that, we are gonna move on up to Wraith.
Hi, hello. I am Wraith. You can find me at SlenderNoya, currently just on Twitter because I can't handle more than one social media. Trying to get on the Blue Sky app, but who knows when that'll happen. You can, for the most part, find me over on Exquisite Corpse Presents, where I am the Director of Operations and do a whole lot of playing. We're currently dark, but we should be announcing, I think next week, the return of both of our long-term campaigns, as well as a little bit after that, a new event that we're going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your eyes out on the Exclusive Corpse Presents Twitter, because that's where all of the info will drop. Also, I think I should be able to make next week.
Okay.
So
Brilliant.
Yay!
Which will bring us to Lauren.
Yes. Hello, I'm Lauren. If you want to find me on social media, your best place is Instagram at Lawrence_openworld. I post cosplay there sometimes, and I might start posting art soon because it's been fun to share it through this and other streams, and getting a little bit of an ego boost, so maybe it'll be enough to start posting.
Yay. We love that. Follow her. She's an amazing artist. She deserves all of your support, and she's a great cosplayer. Follow her. Follow all of these people. Do it. Do it now. Okay, which brings us down to Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. He, him, Brick on Twitter, and that's about it, because that's all I've got time for. So, that's me. Thanks. This, again, fun session tonight. Had a blast. Always a good time.
Awesome. And that'll bring us up to Shanice.
Shanice, she, her. I am Shanice_Sharday on Instagram and Twitter, and that's about it.
Awesome. And brings us over to Dusty.
I'm Dusty. You can find me on Twitter at DustyPenny with 2 Y's. And you can also find me playing on the Rainbow Dice Club podcast. I play Ivy. And you can follow them on Twitter at Rainbow Dice Club.
Brilliant. And Jaqulin. Bring it home.
Hi, I'm Jaqulin. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I played Orchid Thumperton, who is in for a shock at the beginning of next episode after all of the chaos she just ensued. Sorry about all that damage. I rolled really well. You can usually find me over on Otherworldly Ventures YouTube playing a eccentric druid in a D&D 5e actual play long-form game called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We are currently running a very short 3-session Dragon Age TTRPG actual play called Briar Thorns. It's queer. It's pride themed. It has tons of romance in tomorrow night's episode. Go over to Otherworldly Ventures YouTube tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern and watch all of the craziness unfold. I am not in the game, but I solely produced it, and it is a work of art, and I loved the cast. So yeah, that's me and what I'm up to.
Awesome. Like I said, wonderful group of people. Beautiful playing with all of you. And I guess we're having an extra session because yay, technical difficulties. But I'm very excited to play with you all again. I've loved all of this. It's been amazing. Speaking of, I do plan on putting out a casting call for my first longer form campaign. I plan on running a modified Call of the Netherdeep campaign. So keep an eye out for any casting calls if you guys are interested in playing in that and participating with me. That goes for viewers and players. Just keep an eye out. That'll be coming out soon, along with probably another Battle Royale session. So we'll see how that goes. But now it is time for our giveaway. And I am gonna come over here and I'm gonna see who the computer picks. Lauren, you won a D20. Congratulations, Lauren, for winning a D20. Yeah, we'll make that happen. You'll get a beautiful D20 and it'll be wonderful. And otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Please tell other people about this. Please let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how I can improve. Obviously, there was a lot of technical difficulties today, so I'm very, very sorry. I wish I could have been a little more into it as a GM for that first half, but technical issues took up a lot of my energy. I had wonderful players that helped me cover and helped just spout nonsense at the beginning, as we're all wont to do, and I loved it, and you are all amazing. And yeah, we will be back hopefully next week for the final session of Oops All Wizards. And thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.
Thank you.